Hey guys, what's up, how's it going? My name is Rob and welcome back once again for the channel for another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm able to make $50 a month from my passive income portfolio on Wealthsimple Trade. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about two things, and that's going to be some big milestones for the channel. In regards to my portfolio, we finally hit $50 a month on a consistent basis inside the dividend portfolio. So if you guys are new to the channel, we've been building out this portfolio for the past year or so, and I've kind of been documenting my journey here on this channel with these kind of little video updates as I go. And also, we actually hit a really big portfolio dollar milestone of $20,000 inside the portfolio. So I'll give you guys an update on the portfolio and the stocks we have in just a second. And throughout this video, I'm going to talk about some of the milestones. I'm going to talk about the dividend stocks to show you guys how much income I'm making, and I'm going to be buying some stocks in today's video as well. And towards the end, I'll kind of give you guys some more information about why I started this dividend portfolio and kind of the whole goal of these dividend stocks and why I'm going kind of a little bit more heavy into dividend stocks than most people would. So once again, it's been about a year or so, about 12, 13 months since we started this portfolio. And I remember way back in the day, one of the big goals I made was just to make a couple bucks a month in dividends. And then that money slowly grew over time. And now we're sitting at about $50 a month. So it feels pretty cool. And I just want to do this video to show you guys that I know it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but that money does add up and it does make a big difference. And if there's one thing I want to show you guys on this channel, it's that investing into good, solid quality stocks, you will get good results and that money will slowly grow over time. And it's one of the best ways actually to approach investing. And I think it's one of the smartest ways to invest in the Canadian stock market. And like I mentioned, guys, I focus on good quality Canadian stocks. And what I mean by that is I mean like stocks that have been around for a long time, stocks like Canadian banks, whatnot, like these really good companies. And I'll show you guys my portfolio in just a second, in a couple minutes. But I really want to put some emphasis, there's a lot of people on YouTube and a lot of people that are approaching investing from almost like a gambling perspective where they're just trying to buy the next big stock that's going to blow up. And in this channel, we don't do that. We focus on dividend stocks. We focus on long-term growth because once again, I know I sound like I'm repeating myself over and over again, but I do feel like this long-term investing is something we really need to educate beginners investors. So if you guys are just starting out, I want you guys to be realistic about your investments and just take a step back and think about what you're doing, because remember, investing is about long-term growth and not making short-term profits. Alright guys, what's up? So here's a quick little recap before we go any further inside the video. As I told you guys, I'd give you a kind of update on the stocks and how they're doing. So we'll do a quick little recap of the stocks. I'll show you guys how each individual stock is doing really quickly, and then we'll talk about some other things, and then I'll show you guys the stocks I'm going to be buying in today's video. So first, quick little recap here. As you guys can see, we finally hit a milestone of $20,000 inside our TFSA on Wealthsimple Trade. And if you guys want to use Wealthsimple Trade, I'll put all my referral links and everything in the description of this video. You guys can check that out if you guys want to sign up and get the free promotional offer from Wealthsimple Trade. And if we go over the past day, our portfolio is up $27. That's today, actually. It's about almost noon here on Tuesday. So I hope you guys enjoyed your family day or whatever holiday you celebrated yesterday on Monday. Everything was kind of closed, so there wasn't much to do yesterday. But the markets just opened over the weekend and on the holiday on Monday. And we're currently sitting at about zero. Nothing really too much happening today. Over the past week, our portfolio is up $84, which is pretty cool. But once again, not too much happening. Over the past month, we were up 2%, which is $433. So a little bit of gain over the past month, but most of our gains are coming from the past 3 months. We're up 6%, which is once again, $1,150. And once again, guys, most of this is coming from stock appreciation. And over the past year, we're currently up 8%, which is about $1,500, almost $1,600 at the portfolio. So I think overall, the portfolio is doing quite well. I'm pretty happy with it. And as you guys can see, if you've been following this YouTube channel, this portfolio just keeps slowly growing over time, and that's the whole point of this portfolio. It's not a race. It's not to chase some stock and have it double over the past 6 months and then we sell it kind of thing. We're just buying these stocks, we're holding them forever, and then we're kind of cashing in on that growth. And it's just an easy, comfortable, just feel good way of investing, I like to call it. And of course, it's important to talk about the dividend income because this is a dividend portfolio and this is a dividend investing case study where I'm showing you guys how much money we can make off our dividends, but I'm also showing you guys, as we'll talk about later in the video, how I'm kind of planning to live off my dividends going into the future. But as you guys can see here, the first couple months we made a couple dollars. We hit $5 a month in March, we hit $10 a month in May, hit $20 a month in July, hit $40 a month in September, hit $50 a month in December. And now we're just kind of consistently hitting that $50 a month going into February, March. It's currently about February 16th right now. We're already at $45 and we still have a couple stocks to pay dividends towards the end of the month. So we're now kind of consistently hitting that $50 a month and it feels pretty cool. And as you guys can see, these are the monthly contributions I'm putting inside the portfolio on a regular basis. Keep in mind, this doesn't factor in the referral income from you guys using my affiliate links. And over the past couple months, I've kind of gotten kind of lazy in keeping the contributions on here. So I'm sorry about that. I'll try and update this into the future. future, so you guys can see, like, I don't think it really matters that much. You can just get the picture that I'm trying to put as much income as I can inside the portfolio. I think that's the best way to put it, and you guys can see that's why it's been growing so quickly over time. But the total income for the portfolio is currently sitting at $337 in dividends. So once again, not a lot of income from stock appreciation. Most of it, not a lot of income coming from dividends. Most of it coming from stock appreciation. But I think it's helpful to see this growth in this graph, as you guys can see how these dividends just keep compounding and growing over time. And of course, we are reinvesting them back in the portfolio. So every single month, we can buy more shares, more stocks, and get that compound interest growing. And one thing I really want to bring to your attention here, guys, is even though we're focused on dividend stocks, and that's the main thing that this channel is about, the dividends are important inside a portfolio, and the goal is to get that monthly income up, but it's also important to understand the capital gains of a stock and understand that this is actually going to contribute a lot higher in returns than dividends ever will. If you look at our portfolio, for example, we're up about $1,500 right now, and we only made about $300 to $400 in dividends. So as you guys can see, the bulk of the portfolio is actually in the growth of the stocks, and that's one thing I really want to emphasize. Like, I like to focus on dividend stocks, but you also need to focus on growth stocks if you really want to like maximize your returns and get the best of both worlds here. So inside my stocks, and I like to pick stocks that not only have good dividend yields and good dividend growth over time, but also stocks that have potential to grow over time, and you can get both that stock appreciation and those dividends coming inside your portfolio on a regular basis. So once again, that $50 a month doesn't sound a lot, but with that stock appreciation slowly kind of creeping in the background, and you keeping track of that $50 and you're reinvesting that money on a regular basis, that's only going to allow you to keep growing, keep that money compounding, and eventually over time, that $50 will increase to $75, then increase to $100, and $200, then perhaps $500, and then maybe even we can get $1,000 a month inside a portfolio. I know it's a long way off, but I'm here to show you guys that it is possible, especially if you're strict and you focus and you put as much money as you can into your portfolio. Alright, so right now I'm going to give you guys a quick little recap on how all the stocks inside my portfolio are doing. This will just be a quick little update. We'll go through this really quickly. If you guys want to see more in-depth information about this, just stop the video and you guys can look at the shares. You can check out the share price here of each stock. You can check out the name here on the left side. You can check out how many shares we have. Then you can see the all-time overall return, and that's the main thing I'm going to be focusing on inside this portfolio here is the all-time return of these stocks that we hold. So the first stock that we have here is Algonquin Power and Utilities Corp, currently up about 3% inside our portfolio. The next stock we have here is Brookfield Infrastructure Partners, currently down about -3% inside the portfolio. This is one we recently added, and it is a pretty cool stock. Looking to definitely add more in the future. Next up we have is CNR, currently down or up about 1% inside the portfolio. Next up we have is good old-fashioned Enbridge. We're up 8% with Enbridge. Fortis is -2%, slowly buying into Fortis over time. H&R REIT, which is one of our REITs, is currently down about -2%, but I do believe these REITs will rebound as time goes on. Next up we have is Manulife, which is probably one of my best performing stocks and also one I hold a lot of shares in. We have about $1,000 in Manulife, currently up 16%, so quite well. RioCan is doing pretty decent at a 4% gain, actually pretty decent recovery. And then going down, we have TransAlta Renewables, currently still up 24%. So still, once again, renewable-based companies are doing really well. Severia Corp is up 6% after getting a bit of a dip, but it looks like it's starting to kind of recover, which is pretty nice. Shaw Communications is down 4% inside our portfolio. We haven't really been buying it. Instead, we've been focused on things like TELUS and whatnot. So TELUS is up 6%. TD is up 12%. So TD has been my favorite stock. It's been a consistent grower and just doing really well for us, up 12%. And then going down here towards the bottom, we have VDY, which is our main Vanguard-based Canadian high dividend yield ETF. A lot of people have been asking me why don't I buy like ZWC and some other ETFs. Honestly, guys, all those ETFs are great. Just pick one. I happen to pick with VDY. I like it, but honestly, a lot of people ask me like, what ETF do I buy? Just buy one that has a good history, has a lot of good quality stocks, and has good growth. And that's pretty much all. You can't really go wrong with it. The next one we have is VFE, which is our exposure to the US market. It's kind of the S&P 500, if you will. And we're currently up about 5% inside our portfolio with that one as well. And as you guys can see, the dividends from these stocks keep rolling in on a regular basis. It's currently February 16th, like I mentioned earlier, and we're just getting these dividends on a regular basis. And the way the dividends work, I've been getting a lot of people coming into the channel, so I'm just going to kind of talk about this really quickly here. But the dividends from the companies come into the account, they go into your cash, and then you can either withdraw them if you want, or you can reinvest them. I highly recommend you reinvest the dividends, and as you guys can see here, we got some dividends from Severia Corp, 44 cents, VDY, which is our main ETF, gave us the dividends $13, RioCan, dividend $5, H&R REIT. Once again, like these dividends just come in on a monthly basis. We take that money and we buy stocks. We just keep putting it back in, and that's basically what we do with our dividend-based portfolio, and over time that money grows. And as you guys know, I'm a big fan of the approach of buying ETFs inside my portfolio. In fact, the bulk of my holdings are actually in ETFs. So one strategy I like to do whenever I buy stocks, kind of, as you guys can see, we have $156 to buy into stocks. So my advice for anybody who's kind of starting out, if you're looking to grow your portfolio, is pick an ETF like I have here. And every day, whenever I buy a stock, I kind of buy an ETF and then I buy a stock. I buy an ETF, I buy a stock, and I try to favor ETFs over time. So like over time, my portfolio becomes something like 80% ETFs and then 20% individual stocks that I can buy, or something along those lines. You guys can adjust it to whatever you're comfortable with, but I like to kind of do a strategy like that. So for example, today I might come in here and might buy one share of VDY. VDY is sitting at $34. We have $156. So I might buy like one share of VDY, stick that inside the portfolio to make sure I'm buying ETFs and I'm buying the market overall. And then I might go back inside my portfolio here, look at things and be like, okay, you know what? I have $100 left over or so. I might look at some stocks here. And today I'm going to be focusing on some ones that are down quite a bit. And if you guys look at BIP, it's actually been down quite a bit. Brookfield Infrastructure Partners, I've been looking to buy more shares of this as time goes on. And it's currently about $64 Canadian. So I think I'm going to be buying about one share of this, and then we'll see how much money you have left over. Maybe we'll put it into some REITs or something like that kind of thing. So put one share of BIP in there, push that through, and then we'll see how much we have left over. But generally speaking, I want to let you guys know that you want to focus on ETFs as your portfolio grows over time. As you guys can see, my cat here wants to come and say hi. So we have $57 left inside the portfolio. So we could look at like Ryokan is at $44. We could even look at Severia Corp or whatnot. I'm just gonna go with Ryokan because it's just easy to buy, and I haven't bought Ryokan for a while actually. So let's put this in. Actually, misread that. It's actually at $18. That was the total return. Sorry guys, not paying attention there. So $53. We could put that order in. We might have to do a limit buy, but we'll just place it there. There we go. So that's basically how I approach buying my stocks. And a lot of people ask me, like, what stocks would I buy if I'm starting over? I'm making a brand new account. You know, what stocks should I buy? Honestly, just pick good quality companies. You know, a lot of people mention, like, what companies on here would I buy? Anything that's on this list or anything is in a major ETF is a good place to start. And if I was to start from scratch, one stock I would definitely buy is TD. But really, you could buy any stocks here. Any stocks that are in the big ETFs are, generally speaking, pretty good quality stocks to choose from. We're kind of going towards the end, and I just want to give a quick little update on you guys who watched the channel for the dividend investing case study. And this is basically a way for me to track my monthly income and kind of look at, you know, if I was to spend my money, or if when I do plan to live off my dividends, what can my dividends actually get me? And we're not spending our dividends on this money. I'm using my actual free cash flow, but it's teaching me to be frugal and just appreciate the fact that, like, let's say, you know, if I'm making $50 a month in dividends, what can that money actually buy me? So basically what we've done is we tracked our dividends, which is $337. And these are the things that I've kind of been basically kind of like pretending that my dividends are paying for, if you will. So one of the first things was to buy a cup of coffee. And we focus on essentials, you know, some basic things that I use in my everyday life. And it was kind of a cool experience for me. And if you guys watch my channel, you know, I kind of do these little updates here and there. But one of the big things I've been doing is using 20% of my monthly dividend income to buy some groceries. So I did a little video the other day. I went to the store and I bought a bunch of stuff with my groceries, as I'll show you guys in just a second. But it's just these little bit things here and there that kind of make some of the boring part of dividend investing, in my opinion, a little bit more exciting. So that's kind of why I do this update. That's kind of why I show you guys the different things I'm buying, and kind of like how over time your dividends can start to pay for things and just make your life easier and bring new things into your life. And guys, I just want to share with you guys that over the course of next week, when I do an update on how my dividend investing case study is going, where I show you guys like the things I'm buying and what like a representative of our dividend income and how we're not really using our dividend income, but I'm using it as a representation of how, you know, you can pay for everything in your life. And the next video I do on this channel, I actually have a big surprise. I actually made a bit of a big purchase for entertainment purposes, and I'll do a video on that, and I'll show you guys what I ended up buying with my dividend income, so to speak. So stay tuned for that in the next episode, because I got something really cool I want to show you guys. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like usual guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and remember to subscribe if you guys want to follow alongside me as I build up my dividend portfolio and on this investment journey. So once again guys, if you guys have any comments or anything like that, let me know in the comment section. Feel free to drop a comment or leave a like, whatever you guys want to do. And thanks for watching guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care, and I'll see you guys later.